Adult Soul Journey. We are back with another 3-minute moment. Today we're going to talk about how to start home educating. The first thing that you need to do is you need to look at the law for your country. And maybe it's not just your country, maybe you live somewhere outside of the UK and it could relate to your state. It's really important that you know legally what is required of you, what isn't required of you, and how you are going to approach the law in your local authority. The second thing that I suggest starting out with is working out what your family needs. If you have decided to home educate because school has failed your child, then you may not be planning on doing it for very long, and so you may be wanting to wait for a new school place or get back into the education system at some point. Therefore, you will home educate very differently to someone like me that is what I would call a philosophical home educator. I decided right from the get-go that that's what I wanted to do, and for me home education was about different philosophies of education rather than using national curriculum. Think about why you are here, and why you are here may determine or shape how you are going to go on from here. The other thing that I would say within this, if your child has been hurt by school, has some mental health issues, is to, whatever you decide to do in terms of your way forward and curriculum or no curriculum, take some time to heal as a family. The other thing that you might need to take into account within this is how your children learn. Do your children like structure? Do your children prefer autonomy? Do you need structure and therefore you're wanting to home educate to meet your needs? Do you need freedom and autonomy? Are your children extroverts or introverts? Are you an extrovert or an introvert? And how will that shape how you move forward as well? I like to say that as a family, we try to work from our strengths and build on our weaknesses. There are things that I do that I'm naturally very good at. There are things that my children do that they are naturally very good at and are passionate about, and I think that it's really important to cultivate an environment where we all get to explore those things. But I do think that the time comes where we do have to spend time on working on the things that we're maybe not so strong at as well. And the last two things that I would say here is look at the socialization question, that there does need to be some time spent thinking about how you are going to address it as a family. Are you going to get involved in the home ed community and help your child find a peer group within it? Do you have loads of peer groups around you already? Maybe your child has a good peer group from school, that those relationships will continue. Maybe they go to scouts, maybe they're involved in a church group or a youth group. Just having your back of your mind, how is this thing called socialization going to be addressed? And the last thing that I would suggest harks back to the video that I made earlier on in the week is, how are you going to do self-care? I have been Maria, you have been awesome. This has been another 3-minute moment, and catch you on the flip side. Bye.